The AI agent technology shift presents the largest business window of opportunity the world has ever seen, and the starting gun is just fired. Starting to build and develop AI agents now will give you the most advantage and the largest wealth transfer in history. I'm Miles, top voice, speaker, and startup advisor on the topic of AI agent engineering and long term founder and entrepreneur. And today I'm going to be discussing the largest weaknesses in AI agents as we build and have the opportunity to solve. Number one, I'm going to start at the top is AI agents have high friction. And I'm mostly going to be discussing today online AI agents that go and do the work for you. Say coding agents have been taking off quite a bit. Real robust and large scope AI agents. Perplexity, I consider the simplest kind of form factor of an AI agent, which is a research tool online, a deep research tool, as well as other agents that get access to the real world, which have not been taken off yet. But the reason why many of the agents have not been taken off is we can imagine a future where they're low friction. So, number one, high friction. Users have a hard time creating their first AI agent, meaning the barrier to entry is high. Many have to code. Many are not ready out of the box. Many have to spend a lot of time setting up an AI agent before it becomes useful. This you can absolutely see in like Cursor. It's been getting better in like Replit or Lovable and some others. But for the most part, just that narrow use case, and for the most part, even the large workloads that we can imagine in enterprise and work, it's still very difficult to get started. There's a lot of unknowns. Many people are not, savvy on how much it costs or what the pricing is. Pricing is difficult to understand. These are all high barriers of entry and high friction just to get started. The number two one is these AI agents are not user friendly. A lot of times they're not good at learning, or what they you have to look over them very carefully. You can't trust them, so they have a steep learning curve to create, develop, and maintain these AI agents. This is especially true with like a Cursor AI agent. You have to set up your environment. You have to set up your hosting platform in order for it to work. Many other things that can become so much easier in the AI agent workflow simply are just not there yet. Number three, they're extremely unreliable, even in kind of these AI agents that have product market fit, like out of Cursor, and the coding agents, ChatGPT Codex, and Anthropic's coding agent. These are very unreliable. Every single prompt that you put in, every single change you make, you have to watch over it very carefully to make sure the changes are made correctly. A lot of times you have to add in other systems of integrations by yourself, etc. But speaking on the topic of AI agents in general, these AI agents, even the best ones, world class ones we see today, that are taking off they're taking off, their product market fit, user adoption is through the roof. They're still unreliable, and we can't trust them yet. Coming in at number four is they're very poor at learning. This is extremely important. An AI agent must be able to learn, not just good at learning, but it's able to distinguish between persistent information that applies to only certain situations, and information that's just a one-off situation. They need to be able to know when to reach out to the user for clarification on when the situation must apply, when to act, and what to do in those circumstances. Again, these are AI agents that have access to tools in the external world that actually do the work for you, typically on computer or online. But they do not learn preferences, procedures, and policies of any size of an organization, which is super important for an AI agent in the future. Number five, they have rigid workflows. Even the most customizable AI agents that we know today that somewhat have an easy user interface to make, like I can think of an up and coming one. I'll take a look at the name here. which is Lindy. Lindy actually is a bit more user friendly, kind of helps you get set up in your first AI agent, but it has extremely rigid workflows, meaning they simply can't handle like the extremely long tail of one-off situations and edge cases that might arise in your organization, which is super important. When I was running the many tests, over 600,000 tests to the AI models, spent over $30,000 in running these tests. I realized every single um, organization, every property management company I served, every user, every guest, every property I served was extremely unique. And individuals had kind of a tribal knowledge built into their head, nowhere to be written anywhere on paper or let alone in a documentation online to be able to retrieve in the context. Um, and then also, there's just a long tail of situations that could occur that are simply impossible to get up and going. And so these systems have to be dynamic. They have to be dynamic in learning, but they also have to be dynamic and flexible in reason in order to handle the long tail of situations that can arise with a robust, true AI agent that can handle like an industry, for example. And then we have next. Many of the AI agents today are incompatible. We are now kind of coming into the very early stages of developers using the MCP protocol, but that's extremely early. And what you'll see, and what I think many AI agent developers are using these days, is actually a tool called computer use, where an extremely good computer use tool would, in theory, when available, be able to access the web, click, drag, drop, log in, log out, clear your cache for you, literally everything you can do in a browser, and can be accessed by an AI agent, step by step, screenshot action, screenshot action, until the mission is accomplished. In a dynamic compound AI agent system, this can prove to be very effective, but also probably very token cost heavy. This gets to kind of my later point, which is we as AI agent builders to see really true AI agents that I am describing in my videos and my content, and the kind of breakthrough, the ChatGPT moment we're looking for in the AI agent space. We might literally be waiting for token costs to come down, number one, and then number two, computer use tool to become extremely well. Computer use will actually help enable the next generation of AI agents to actually be compatible with the myriad of systems that are out there. In the AI agent I built for vacation rentals, every single property manager had a different system that they were working in. And the only way to overcome that is if they had a cloud-based computer use system that was accessed by the AI agent. There's just no other way around this. Market penetration is going to be literally impossible until this is solved. And I'm glad to hear there's been progress made on this front. The very last one I'm going to bring up, kind of in this AI agent, very early stages of an AI agent revolution, is the fact of the million agent dilemma. Right now, as we stand, the best practice that we hear from VCs and startup founders is don't try to boil the ocean, make very discrete, rigid workflows. Um, in order to solve very particular problems. And I think that's a good start. But the reality is, enterprises, companies, and people of the future are not going to want to have to pay for 10 different AI agents that do 10 different things in their life. It's just not going to happen. There might be AI agents native to your iPhone, native to your computer. Hopefully, they share, between the two, and they'll try to combine. But the reality is, the SaaS of the future, equivalent of AI agent startups, will actually be those that once you teach it once, it works across all your systems. No matter what platform you're working from, no matter what device you're working from. And so this is why like a robust, AI agent that's able to learn once and then go across to all your systems is going to be extremely important. And those that do that and be able to combine and conquer will actually win the future of the AI agent war. With all this being said, as you can imagine, there's so many problems, and not just some of these problems need to be solved. Literally, all of these problems need to be solved before a real ChatGPT moment, like a real breakthrough in AI agents, needs to come through, and it will, and it inevitably will. Again, we might be waiting on token costs to come down, as far as screenshot video capability, multimodal capability, token costs coming down, and then computer use functionality becoming extremely well. But once these are solved, you will see AI agents that actually start to work, that actually start to learn. And we're able to create AI agents that learn really well, that get really good out of the box for specific industries as much as they can be, and learn and grow with users, businesses, and enterprises going forward. Again, we're not there yet. We're actually pretty far away. I think even Aaron Levy at TechCrunch even said this will quite literally take 3 to 5, if not 7 years to play out. You have Andrew Kapathi talking about even in the model layer, we're at the AI agent decade. Not the It's not the year of the AI agents. It's the decade of AI agents. And so we have time to build, but I'm telling you, the sooner you start, the better. It is extremely incumbent upon us, actually, that large companies, corporations, and government doesn't have the only one, are not the only ones that benefit from AI agents. We as individuals, small business owners, startup founders, early startup founders especially, and uh, uh, as smaller family units, need to have access and benefit from all the AI agents of the future have to offer. So now is the time to build. Now is the time to take advantage of, the wealth transfer in history. So get out there. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe. I'm going to be talking more about this. Together, we're going to build the future of AI agents and imagine a future where we all have access and benefit, and and uh, and take advantage of this important and unique moment in time in history. Thanks again, and see you on the other side. Bye.